Hey, let's get a little closer. So I'm going to begin with a statement, and I'm happy to take your questions. Throughout the ongoing good faith discussions over congressional redistricting, I've made it clear that House Republicans have the necessary votes to address this issue, and we stand ready to get the job done. It's time for Hoosiers to acknowledge that we're not operating in a vacuum. Multiple states around the country, from California and Virginia to Texas and Missouri, have already drawn or are in the process of redrawing their maps. California just got a proposition on the ballot that recently passed. They recently passed and eliminate up to 5 Republican congressional seats, and Virginia Democrats just started their own redistricting effort to eliminate up to 4 Republican congressional seats. Ultimately, I hope Congress takes action to prohibit mid-decade redistricting to ensure every state is operating under the same rules. But until that happens, Indiana cannot bury its head in the sand. This is not a question of whether we join the fight. The fight is already here. The choice is whether we choose to unilaterally disengage, or do we use every tool at our disposal to help win and ensure Republicans have a fair chance in the upcoming federal elections. I've told my team to continue keeping the first 2 weeks of December open on their calendars. My hope is that with our great colleagues in the Senate, we'll embrace this, and that we all return in early December for a special session to pass new maps. With that, I'm happy to take your questions.
Mr. Speaker, on the issue, a couple of things. Number one, if you guys were to draw new maps, what does that do for statutory deadlines? Filing, precinct committeemen, convention delegates, the whole 9 yards? Is it just more than just drawing lines? Give Republicans a 9-0 majority.
No, I think we would make sure that we gave adequate time for the clerks and the folks at the local level who have to implement it. They'd have adequate time to implement it.
A federal judge just struck down the maps passed in Texas. Does that affect the calculus in Indiana at all?
I didn't even know that, so I'm not sure I can speak on that.
So are you saying that the House could come back in December 1st or any time in that 2-week period and take this matter of redistricting in a vote?
We're prepared to.
But isn't there a possibility that the bill, if the vote were to take place, would die in the Senate committee?
We'll see what the Senate, we'll see where the Senate, the conversations the Senate continues to have, and we'll take action based upon those.
Are you going to come in even if the Senate says they're not going to?
I've just told our members that we're going to keep those 2 weeks open, and this has been a fluid situation for a while now, and it'll continue to be fluid, I'm sure.
Are there any maps coming out?
When we move forward, we would release a map.
So
Do you have a bill drawn?
I'm sorry?
Who decides? You?
Yeah, so it'll be, we'd love to do it in concert with our Senate colleagues, but ultimately the Speaker and the Senate Pro Tem would make that determination.
Is there one map, several maps that you're looking at right now?
We haven't gotten that far. Had some conversations. We haven't gotten that far.
What's your conversation been with the Senate?
Respectful. They have to work through their process, and we want them, to continue to do that.
Mr. Speaker, obviously this caused a lot of tension across Indiana, a lot of emotions. What do you think about what happened with Senator Good over the weekend? The guy, the police coming to his house, the doxing, the whole 9 yards.
It's terrible, beyond disappointing, and completely inexcusable. People get into public office and they have to make decisions and they have to make comments, and we just all have to be collectively better than that.
Are you concerned about the safety of some of your Republican colleagues in the Senate who may be on the fence or who may be no votes at this time?
Well, look, I think we've all been conscientious for a while now about safety, and we've communicated with our members and with the Indiana State Police, and then have them communicate to local elected, their local law enforcement officials whenever they have concerns. We've had that process in place for a while now, and I have every confidence in the Indiana State Police and the local public safety officials to protect us.
Is the House Republican Caucus also preparing for potential legal action should the maps be redrawn at this time, from Democrats per se?
I think the Attorney General said he would be prepared to defend any maps.
So is redistricting dead at this point?
I'm sorry, Gary.
Is redistricting dead at this point?
No. I think the House Republicans staying ready to move.
If you're a betting man, where's it going to go?
I'm not a betting man, and I tell people all the time my crystal ball is broken. This has been a long, ongoing conversation. I'm sure there are more conversations to be had.
If you don't come back in
meeting in that 2-week period, what's your preferred outcome?
I'm sorry, my preferred outcome is we redistrict. So, that would be, that's the preferred outcome of the House Republicans.
If you don't come back in December, can you do this in January and send a bill to the Senate and still have enough time?
We'd have to work through that scenario.
You were very defensive or very supportive of the maps 4 years ago. You said you praised them repeatedly how good they were. Why do you feel now you have to go back to them?
I think that, we felt comfortable with those maps as things have taken place across the country. We feel like there's an opportunity to make sure that Indiana has proper representation in Congress.
Isn't this all a fight that President Trump started with Texas?
It is how we started and where we are. This is where we are now. It's in Indiana, and House Republicans are committed to trying to redraw and redistrict.
How confident are you that a vote in the House will take place?
I feel confident, but ultimately I want to, there's still discussions to be had, and we'll continue to have those discussions over the upcoming weeks.
Do you agree with Trump's call to primary Senate Republicans who don't get on board?
No, look, I'm a big believer in letting these processes play out. The Senate members are my friends. I know they're working through that process. We'll see where we are at the end of it.
Mr. Speaker, would the House take the vote first, or would the Senate take the vote first?
I don't, to be determined, Abdul. TBD. Anything else? Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do you think it's legal